Eris. This impacting us across the Rockies. Those looking for the white Christmas, this is where you'll find it. Snow issues for you. Salt Lake to Casper, working down to Cedar City. The Denver area, and no snow for you. Looks like bright sunny skies and temperatures in the lower 40s. Well, it's a New York City kind of Christmas, and it's going to be a bit of a wet start for you this morning, but the sun, it is on the way. I do promise you that. Skies are gradually going to clear as we start to head towards the latter part of the morning, but it is going to be windy for you as well. Could see winds gusting up to 37 miles per hour at times. Let's take a look at what remains of our holiday troublemaker that we have been tracking. Now, we still have some flood watches that are in place here across northern sections of New England. Boston, you were under a flood watch, but that has been allowed to be canceled. So that's good news here for you. The rain coming in not expected to be as heavy and not last all that long, but still ongoing here for us across northern New England. Places like Bangor are dealing with that. So here's the radar showing you some of the rain. Heaviest at this point offshore, even a few lightning strikes showing up there, but there is still some showers left to move through New York, Hartford, and eventually getting into the Boston area as well. Zooming out the picture a bit more, you see there is a back edge to this, and eventually that will move through and we'll get a chance to see things drying out. Looking at the winds right now, already gusting in New York to 25 miles per hour. So again, very windy conditions even behind all of the rain. So let's take you through it. Rain clearing out later this morning into the early afternoon, but now we have to deal with those winds. 1 o'clock, 19-mile-an-hour winds. Those are sustained winds. Again, the gusts could be higher out there for us. As we progress through the rest of our afternoon, we'll watch those winds continue 10, 15, close to 20 miles per hour. But then by this evening, you can see coming down a bit. DC, 5-mile-per-hour winds there for you. Then we have to turn our attention to those Great Lakes because Tom Nizzle's with us to talk about the potential for some great lake effect snow.
Well, there may be marginal lake effect snows, but I'll tell you what, Alex, for a good part of the east, it's a washout right now. Hey, you mentioned the flood statements that are out now for New England. You can see this big area of rain that is moving through there, some training of those echoes, and they're out up here for a combination of rain and snowmelt. There's still some snowpack up across this area in the higher elevations, so we'll have to be aware of that. Boy, this is going to move out pretty quickly. You'll clear off a little later this afternoon across the east, but back here across the west, there are winds just howling up across Lake Erie right now. Buffalo gusting to 48 miles an hour. Now, there's an effect here when the winds come down the long fetch of the lake, and it narrows here at the east end of Buffalo, where it actually causes the lake levels to go up. Overnight, the lake actually rose nearly 6 feet here in the Buffalo area, right down at the east end. It's beginning to go down now, but it is something we refer to as a seiche that is driven by wind. When we come back, Alex, we're going to talk about the cold pattern that is eventually going to come back to the U.S. as we get into next week. I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. Well, 2 powerful tornadoes. They tore across Mississippi Tuesday, leaving almost 20 miles of damage between them. And now we're starting to hear the incredible stories of those who survived. Here's NBC's Jacob Rascon.
This is easily the worst day of Martha Hall's 84-year life. Not even her cane survived.
I was sitting right here.
She was about to deliver Christmas pies when her SUV took a direct hit.
Everything hitting the car and looked like I was trying to take it up off the ground and everything just rocking and shaking. I bowed down. I remember that. My head like this. And I was just saying, help us. Take care of us. Take care of us. And he did.
All 6 homes and 3 businesses on Martha's block are no more.
I was standing right over here.
Across the street, Jeff Pennington and 7 coworkers had just finished eating dinner at their Christmas party when they spotted the tornado.
There was just no time to do anything, really. It just hit the floor. Everything seemed like it was about to blow, and it literally did. The roof came off, the ceiling came out.
More than 100 homes and businesses now damaged or destroyed. The collapsing structures killing 4 adults, injuring many others, and prompting Governor Phil Bryant to declare states of emergency in 2 counties.
Our hearts go out to the families of these, particularly at this time of year.
It's not new for Mississippi, but it's new for Martha.
I don't have no plans at all. Nothing. I don't know what would go happen.
Who, despite losing everything just before Christmas, found a reason to give thanks.
Thank you, God, you spared our lives. Because ain't no way we could have made it without him to protect us.
Well, let's get you up to speed on the headlines this morning, starting with an incredible holiday miracle in Mississippi. Now, the National Weather Service says damage from the 2 tornadoes that killed 4 people in Mississippi was from an EF3 in Marion County and an EF2 in Jones County. Severe weather spawned at least 6 tornadoes Tuesday and Wednesday. Roofs, they were ripped off buildings, power lines torn down. Jones and Marion counties, well, the hardest hit. About 30 customers still without power there in Marion County. Now, from a December tragedy to the lighter part of the season, a white Christmas Eve in Michigan. You can see the heavy snow falling last night. This is in Greenville. It had between 1 and 3 inches come down, but with the rising temps, it won't be there for long. They'll have to enjoy it while they can on Christmas morning. All right, well, let's get you to how the day ahead is going to play out there for you, and we're going to get you into the Midwest. There's the evening hours, so by the evening, we're dry in all these areas from Green Bay to Detroit. Cleveland looks pretty good as well. Still a bit on the breezy side, although not as windy as this morning. Cincinnati, you'll be in the low 40s for highs. Lots of sunshine expected out there for your Christmas. Not too bad. 4 o'clock, right around 42 degrees. A pretty pleasant Thursday for you. All right, let's get you into the Northeast. We showed you the radar, the rain working its way up the coast. We'll see that work its way to Boston. Foggy conditions around the Portland area. And as we head through the rest of our day, the rain starts to come to an end. So as we get into the afternoon, it'll be a drier time in places like New York and Boston, but still very windy. By this evening, you'll be in the upper 30s around Buffalo, dealing with clouds there. Just a few showing up there for you in Pittsburgh. We'll call it a partly cloudy night. All right, let's get you to Boston. And again, we've got the rain coming in mostly for the early part of the day. By late morning, we should really start to see a lot of this activity coming to an end. You can see how it plays out. 10 o'clock, 53 degree showers, but by 1 o'clock, we are enjoying drier conditions. But again, howling winds to deal with there. In fact, let's talk about that radar, and there it is right now. And those are the showers sneaking in. D.C. starting to get out of it. New York, you're in the thick of things, and Boston getting ready to get on it as well. Heaviest rain right now remaining offshore, clipping you right around the Cape. That's where we're seeing some heavier downpours, and I've seen a few lightning strikes out there as well, so maybe hearing a few rumbles of thunder just offshore. And again, all this will be eventually moving its way up into northern New England. Well, I tell you, even the lemurs at the Brookfield Zoo in Illinois are getting into the holiday spirit. Yeah, the ring-tailed animals were treated to a holiday snack by their care staff. I'm not sure if you'd want to eat those cookies, though, but they are made of applesauce and primate chow. Yummy, right? But topped with yogurt, frosting, and dried cranberries. The animal exhibit was also decorated with a Christmas tree with ornaments, and each lemur had a personalized stocking. Cool stuff. All right, we're going to send
one of the most popular presents this time of year, the gift card. If I get you a gift card, what would you want it for?
I want it for something tech. Because,
Okay.
you know, we love tech.
Yeah.
We are the tech nerds. You want to know the hottest items to get your geek on? Coming up after the local weather on the 8th, CNET has the gadgets you want headed into 2015. Stay with us.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy, high 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers, high 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
At Intel, they have technology that lets you change focus after you take a picture. So if things don't work out, you can refocus to just see yourself.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
It's like they've seen the future.
Vicks NyQuil Severe helps relieve your ugliest, nastiest, roughest, toughest cold symptoms. Vicks NyQuil Severe with maximum symptom-fighting ingredients.
Progresso.
It's okay that your soup tastes like my homemade.
It's our slow-simmered vegetables and tender white meat chicken.
Apology accepted. I'm watching you, soup people.
Make it Progresso or make it yourself.
It's not too late to get what you really wanted for the holidays. Now at the Men's Warehouse after Christmas sale, get select designer suits for $249.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Confidence suits you. Only at Men's Warehouse.
At Planners, we know how to throw a remarkable holiday party. Just serve classy snacks and be a gracious host, no matter who shows up. Richard, didn't think you were going to make it.
Hey, sorry about last week. I don't know what got into me.
Yeah, well, forgive and forget. Kind of. I don't think so. Did you guys see that?
Do you like nuts?
Fact. Fast-acting Advil is designed with an ultra-thin coating and fast-absorbing Advil Ion Core technology, stopping headaches and other tough pain fast. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
It's the Silverado year-end event. Time to get the Chevy Silverado on your list with the best offer of the year on the most awarded pickup of 2014. There's no better time than now. Hurry in. The last of the 2014s are going fast. Now during the year-end event, trade up to get a total value of $9,500 on this 2014 Silverado Crew Cab All-Star. It's the year-end event at your Chevy dealer.
At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Simply type in a name and follow the Ancestry leaf far into your family's past. A past filled with stories that intrigue and inspire. And in doing so, reveal the one unique, improbable, and completely remarkable path that led to you. Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
Did you know? Fresh Step Extreme Lightweight Litter isn't just light. It's also the best lightweight for eliminating odors. Amazing, right? For superior odor elimination, try Fresh Step Extreme. Lightweight.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
Welcome back to Wake Up with Al as you look live at our nation's capital on this Christmas morning. Average temperatures for December 25th, 44 degrees. President Obama granting most federal employees not just Christmas Day off this year, but the 26th. So it's a nice long weekend with pay.
Yeah. The exception is the post office, as well as those needed for national security or other essential public need.
Well, a great need for you after opening presents this morning is what are you going to spend those gift cards on? But guess what? We got a couple ideas.
Yeah, we have the answer for you. Sharon Profis of CNET.com joins us with some really cool gadgets that are on the market for the techie and all of us. Let's start off with this. I have absolutely no idea what that could be.
This is the Chamberlain MyQ garage door opener, but it's not your standard garage door opener. It can be controlled and viewed from your smartphone. Oh. So what's great about it is if you have guests coming over or you want to give your neighbor access to your tools, you can open and close the garage door right from your smartphone.
That's pretty neat.
It is.
Or you could do, that'd be great for like deliveries and things.
Exactly. Or if you left it open, you can just close it from work.
Are you friends with a UPS guy? Does he call you when he's like bringing a package?
No, but if you've got a package coming and you think they're going to be coming, they ring the doorbell or whatever, and you can let the garage door.
Packages get stolen all the time. There you go.
Exactly. I love this little piggy bank. What's the deal?
This is so cute. It's great for a kid or a quirky adult. It's the Porkfolio piggy bank.
Nice.
I love that name. So as you put your coins in there, it can hold up to $100 of quarters. It'll count count that money with a smartphone app. So it's also smart, and as you hit your milestones, it'll give you alerts rewarding you for that.
All right, and the Belkin. Belkin's always doing something great.
This is for the geekier type. This is a Belkin Wemo switch and motion sensor. So anything, first of all, anything you plug into this can be controlled from your phone. So your coffee maker can be turned on remotely, your TV, and so on.
Wow.
So then if you connect the motion switch to it, what you can do is set it so that, say you turn your TV on, if no one has walked in front of the TV for an hour, it'll automatically turn off.
Wow, so energy saving.
Energy saving
too. And the crock pot, I love this. And this also attached to your smartphone.
Exactly. So this is the crock pot with Wemo, which means that, so if you know you're going to be out and about all day and you want your food to be ready by the time you get home but not overcooked, you can put the food in here, set it from work, and it'll be perfectly ready when you get home.
That's amazing.
You just can't lose your smartphone.
No.
Right.
And it can't go haywire.
There you go.
Wow. Sharon Profis from CNET.com. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Hey, you want to find out more? Check out CNET Magazine on newsstands now. All terrific ideas. Couple of things on that table may have made it under my tree today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Let's head back to Atlanta for your 7-day forecast.
All right, guys, some pretty cool gadgets there. All right, let's work our way through the rest of the Christmas holiday and into next week. Wet weather on the East Coast, at least up the Northeast coast. We'll see that start to wane as we head through the day. Then we've got our snow issues here in the Rockies. That'll continue to fly, digging out of that as we head on into tomorrow. We'll still see some snow and chilly numbers around Denver. Even a little swath of snow trying to sneak its way out into parts of the plains and upper Midwest. A couple of inches associated with that. Otherwise, we're now much quieter and drier in the east. Temps into the upper 40s, New York and Boston. A little warmer as you head into South Florida. Miami, 81 degrees. All right, let's work our way now into our weekend. And Saturday will roll around. Things become a little less quiet now in the eastern third of the country. We've got more wet weather now getting going here across the deep south, lower Mississippi Valley, into the Ohio River, and even parts of the Great Lakes. Could see a little bit of snow as well into parts of Wisconsin. And then that whole system works its way east for Sunday, and that'll bring us some wet conditions. Baltimore, D.C. sliding down towards the Gulf Coast. So if you're planning on redeeming some of those gift cards, you'll be doing so this weekend with some wet conditions in the east. Snow issues here in the Rockies. That'll come back for Sunday, and then heading back to work. Vacation's coming to an end for many, and Monday in New England dry, but still mid-Atlantic South dealing with some wet conditions there, and we'll see some much colder conditions really start to take over. 3 in Billings, 12 in Denver. These are highs on your Monday. Tuesday will roll around out there for you. We've got teens and 20s to deal with for the upper Midwest. So again, very cold conditions will set up as we head on into the early part of next week. And Wednesday, we've got some showers in parts of the south. Now, Steph, back to you.
Still to come this morning, your winter weather update, and part of winter, of course, is all about the snow.
Yes, the Lambtons from HGTV bring us the best methods of snow removal around your home this season. It's all coming up after your local on the 8s.
Santa's on the roof.
It's Ram commercial truck season. And if you want to build something ahead of its time, you'll need trucks that are ahead of the rest. Trucks with the best fuel economy, 28 mpg highway, the best towing, 30,000 pounds, best torque, 865 pound-feet, and the best payload, over 4,400 pounds. The complete lineup of Ram commercial vehicles is ready to help you start building tomorrow. Get a great deal during Ram commercial truck season.
We're taking outdoor living to the extreme. The Ultimate Sportsman's Lodge. Take these amazing mountain views, add in some wild neighbors, and you have every outdoorsman's dream.
Look at this view.
It's high-tech, handcrafted, and full of surprises and celebrity outdoor enthusiasts. Tom Brokaw, Huey Lewis, and Jim Belushi. Come inside the Ultimate Sportsman's Lodge. New series, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on Great American Country.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy, high 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
Oh boy, this always happens to your father.
You're clean.
You got that right. Bam!
Just got to check your bag. Oh, Charmin Ultra Strong. You're cleaner than I thought.
Charmin Ultra Strong cleans so much better it meets even the highest standards of clean. With a soft DuraClean texture, Charmin Ultra Strong is 4 times stronger, and you can use up to 4 times less.
Are you good to go, hun?
Cleaner than ever.
Roto-Rooter approved. Charmin is clog-free or it's free.
Every time a bargain trash bag breaks, you throw your money away. Bargain bag users go through 60 more bags a year than Glad users. Glad, strength that saves.
Musical chairs. Fun, right? Well, not when your travel rewards card makes it so hard to get a seat using your miles. That's their game. The flights you want are blacked out, or they ask for some ridiculous number of miles. Honestly, it's time to switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime, no blackout dates. And with
Hey, it's your old bestie, Jem. Remember how you loved getting me as a holiday gift? Well, you can be that truly outrageously happy again with a new Honda Civic during Happy Honda Days. It comes with a rear-view camera
and Pandora compatibility. Care to dance?
Whoa. At ease, soldier.
Your loss.
Get something you'll love at the Happy Honda Days sales event, where all 2015 models come standard with a rear-view camera.
Don't miss the biggest auto event of the year, the 9th annual Boca Raton Concours d'Elegance, February 20th through the 22nd. This year, we celebrate the history of Cadillac and the 50th anniversary of the Ford Mustang. The festivities begin Friday night with our exclusive hangar party. Saturday, Howie Mandel provides the laughs following our gala dinner auction. And join us Sunday for the Concours d'Elegance, showcasing some of the world's finest antique and exotic cars and cycles. Details at bocacde.com.
TV 500 at Vistaprint.com.
I love my job.
Vistaprint.com.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
53 past the hour. Wake up with Al. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Hopefully you're snuggling in bed, but if you're going to get out and about today, we want to show you where the weather will be happening. We're headed to Atlanta for your winter weather update.
I'll tell you guys, if you're a winter recreationalist out in the west, you're going to love this forecast. It's snowing from Winter Storm Eris. It's going to continue here throughout the day and into tomorrow morning. Let's take a look at the current conditions we have here. This is going to be the forecast model to show how this snow is going to progress across the Rockies here, moving from Salt Lake City, where they could pick up 5 to 8 inches in that area today, into Denver later today and tonight. And then this system moves well out into the plains here to produce snow right in through Friday night. I'll tell you what, the snowfall totals are going to be prodigious, double digits through all of the Rockies here. Denver's going to be a very interesting situation if we take a quick look at that area. They will likely, again, see as much as 5 to 8 inches in this region right here. Back in the higher elevations of the Rockies, we'll see double-digit snows. The temperature is going to drop quickly after going up briefly. It gets to that 41-degree mark, and look at what happens as we get into tonight. By tomorrow morning, the temperature's down to 15 degrees. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, if you're not ready for the next big snowstorm, you might want to use the holidays as a chance to get ahead of the weather.
Kristen Payton-Lanton from HGTV joined us with the new gadgets that make snow removal a breeze. Welcome, guys, and we're going to start off with, I don't usually think shovel and technology in one sentence.
Shovel technology.
First up, Greenworks. That right there is an electric snow shovel. So you don't have to worry about gas. It's light. Like, pick that up. It's easy to use. 1 foot swath, shoots snow up to 20 feet, clears 300 feet a minute.
So you're not even really shoveling. It's kind of like a plow shovel.
It's doing it for you.
It's like a magic broom.
Is it so? It's plugged in, so it's not rechargeable. It's just plugged in.
Yeah, so you plug it in, and
so as long as your extension cord is loud, you can just keep walking. Going.
Keep going right down the driveway.
Very cool.
Since when do you need a bulletproof vest in the winter?
Bulletproof vest.
I don't think that's what that is.
It's going to be a heat sink vest from Brunton. This is what you need when you're traveling out to Buffalo.
And all those storms,
So this vest is rechargeable. It's going to keep you warm, and that's what's most important when you're working outside. If you're removing snow.
USB.
Wait,
how great is that?
So you plug it in, and then
you can plug it in,
recharges it. Yeah, so you can take this on all your travels.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need one of those.
So if you're outside shoveling or skiing
they need
or whatever.
a body outfit of one of those.
Exactly.
You can put that right on top of your
wetsuit. Right.
There you go.
Western New York, we saw people, the big problems with snow on the roofs.
Yes.
I mean, it's so important to get that off, but to do it safely.
Yeah, snow dams are a huge problem, and the bigger problem are people outside on ladders in snow and ice. This prevents that. So this right here will elongate, give you 17 feet. You can clear off the snow.
So this goes in
on the end of that. Yeah, I can't hit it here because I'll hit the roof.
Sure.
But that way you can clear off the end of the roof, prevent snow dams. Snow dams cause leaking, roof falling in.
Sure.
Another easy thing right here is this is from Wayfair. It actually plugs in and electrically heats up the roof.
Oh, so it's like a heating coil.
Exactly.
Very
so you
cool.
put it on before the snow season even starts. Don't have to worry about it at all.
This looks very high tech.
Yes, so for those of us that have cars and we need to get the snow off, True Temper has a great foam
Wait, this is
option.
all the same thing? This isn't 4 different items?
These are 4 different items.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
They kind of look the same. I'm like, what is it?
So when you're trying to get the ice off your car, sometimes the bristles and the brushes are a little harsh.
Right.
Yeah.
So this foam right here is the same foam they use in car washes. So it's going to be really gentle to get the snow and ice off your car. And finally, if you want to be green, we've got an ice melt here. This is what I use when Chris is out of town. I just shake it down when it starts snowing. It's going to melt the ice, get everything off the patio.
Safe for like your pet's paw.
Safe for pets, safe for kids. Don't eat it, but other than that, it's good for you.
That's fantastic. All right, guys, thank you so
Good
much.
for exfoliation.
Yeah, exactly.
And for more great tips for sprucing up the outdoor space around your home, go watch HGTV's Going Yard with our friends. Okay, if you're lucky enough, this is a 4 or 5 day weekend or the week off.
The week off. Yeah, that's basically what that says. And are you curious what you can expect over the next few days? Now time to head back to Atlanta.
All right, guys. Looks like it could be a little bit of a wet side here for us on Saturday in parts of the South. Memphis, Birmingham, Atlanta. Carolinas, though, not too bad for Saturday. Sunday now, Raleigh getting in on some of the rain, but you can see into Florida if you're heading to Orlando. Not too bad for your weekend. Into the Northeast on your Saturday, we've got dry skies. Temperatures for just about everyone in the 50s. A little bit chillier up into Maine, the Bangor area. 39 degrees on Saturday. Sunday rolls around now for you. We get into that second half of the weekend, and we do see some showers beginning to move into the mid-Atlantic and southern portions of New England. So heads up there for some showers. And a quick check on the Midwest. We've got some wintry weather. Wisconsin, UP of Michigan. While it's wet, Chicago towards Detroit with some sprinkles there for you. And Sunday will roll out, and we'll see some drier times. Al, step back to you.
Still to come on Wake Up With Al, we're going to go hour by hour for your Christmas day.
So leave us on as you put the ham in the oven or put those presents under the tree. We're going to be back in 60 seconds.
Consider me your Christmas ham.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Winds northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Merry Christmas everybody. Happy holidays. For those of you waking up for your long winter's nap, spending the day with family and friends this morning, we got everything you need to know coast to coast. Wake Up with Al starting right now.
Live from New York and the heart of Rockefeller Center, it's Wake Up with Al Roker and Stephanie Abrams.
Good morning, everybody. Thursday, December 25th, 2014. Happy holiday to you and yours from us.
That's right. Merry Christmas from the entire Wake Up with Al team. This is our special holiday edition.
That's right. Now, most of you are going to be spending the day opening presents, eating the holiday meal, of course, loosening the pants a little bit later on. But in case you're headed out the door or somebody's headed your way, we want to make sure you're weather ready.
Now let's head to Atlanta for your top weather stories. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Al and Steph, and a good morning to all of you. Merry Christmas to you. Let's get to the top stories that you need to know for this morning. And we've got our holiday troublemaker here in the east, bringing you some showers and rain into the East Coast, so up into New England as well. That's what will last the longest, at least out there. Then coming up at number 2, Christmas travels. Yeah, we're going to be impacted, even in the areas that aren't dealing with the precipitation. Very windy across the Great Lakes and into the Northeast for the day. And then at number 3, we've got our winter storm named Eris. This is impacting us here in the Rockies. Snow to deal with here. Hey, we got a white Christmas, that's for sure. Salt Lake to Casper, down towards the Cedar City area. Denver, right on the edge. Looks like you're generally going to be dealing with sunshine and temperatures in the lower 40s. Well, I want to say good morning and a happy holidays. Merry Christmas to New York and Boston. This holiday troublemaker that we've been talking about, it's lingering in the Northeast today. Now in New York, skies will be clearing up a little bit later this morning. Boston, for you, not quite finished just yet. You'll see that rain hang on just a little bit longer, but you'll both be seeing a drop in the temperatures behind this storm. All right, let's take a look at what we have ongoing out there. And there's the radar, and it is a wet one for us. Philly, New York, Hartford approaching now the Boston area. We've got some of those showers that'll be moving on through pretty soon. And again, it's all thanks to our cold front that's going to move on through. But once that moves on by, we'll be into drier times out there. But heads up here into New England, in the northern stretches, we've got flood watches that are in effect. Some of those lasting through tomorrow into the morning hours there. Now, it's all, again, thanks to our storm system. Big trough here in the east. We've got our moisture right out ahead of it here, and that's what's fueling some of the wet weather ahead of our cold front that, again, will move offshore and give us some drier times a little bit later this afternoon. But we do have the threat for potential lake effect snow. So let's find out from our winter weather expert, Tom Nizzle.
Well, we're going to get some lake effect, but it won't be snow. It's going to be a rise in the water level that I'm going to show you in a minute on Lake Erie. This is a fantastic local effect that we see here. Let's take a look at the current radar. This rain is moving out pretty rapidly along the east coast here. You're going to clear up later this afternoon. The big spin in the atmosphere right there, that curl is the low pressure system. And back here coming up Lake Erie, strong winds right now. They were gusting over 50 miles an hour a little earlier on the lake, and we developed what we call a wind-driven seiche on the lake here. The water level actually dropped 4 feet on the west end of the lake overnight, and on the east end around Buffalo, the water level rose 6 feet. This is something we call a seiche on the lake. There are flood advisories out for the Lake Erie shoreline right now through the morning. Conditions will improve. As we come back, I'm going to talk about the west. I'll send it back to you, Alex.
All right, thanks so much, Tom. Well, I tell you, millions of people trying to get somewhere for Christmas, hampered by some miserable weather in large parts of the country on Wednesday. Now, over 380 flights canceled and delays ranking in the thousands. NBC's Chris Pollone has the story.
At New York's LaGuardia Airport Christmas Eve, Santa and his elves tried to keep holiday spirits bright, serenading travelers with Christmas carols, perhaps distracting them from dreary weather causing flight delays and cancellations. It was windy and wet from Maine to Florida, but travelers in New York seem to be taking everything in stride.
So far it's been great. No problems for us, so we're hoping that it will continue to be this way.
Delays were a bit more prevalent in Philadelphia, where heavy fog slowed takeoffs and landings. The morning was the best time to fly. Heavy wind was expected to move in later in the day.
Really less credit than I expected. I was expecting it to be packed in here.
Forecasters feared Chicago's O'Hare Airport would see significant snow, which could snarl air travel across the country. But now it appears the bulk of the system is heading east of the Windy City. That same system proved deadly in the South Tuesday as tornadoes killed 4 people in Mississippi and caused damage in Louisiana and Georgia.
My house is total. It is.
People like Bobby Jean Stepney in Columbia, Mississippi, forced to start over just a day before Christmas.
I have lost everything. Feel like I just don't have nothing right now.
And in the Northwest and Rockies, snow is expected to fall on Christmas Day. With any luck, most Christmas travelers will be with family and friends by then, even if the journey took longer than they had hoped. Chris Pallone, NBC News, Boston.
Oh, well, a Merry Christmas morning to you in Cleveland. No snow, but a lot of wind. That's what's going to greet you here on this holiday morning. One of those days to just stay inside with the family, friends around the tree, open up the gifts. If you're driving somewhere today, though, be careful. Those winds can be strong enough to blow you around on the road. So let's take a closer look at the forecast. And notice what we've got here in the purples. Yeah, those are wind alerts. The lighter shade, wind advisories. The darker shade, closer to the lakes, high wind advisories in these areas. I mean, we're talking winds gusting 40, 50, 60 miles per hour, not out of the question out there for us. In fact, here are the forecasted wind shear as we head on through our Thursday. Look at Buffalo, 40, 50 mile per hour wind gust forecasting here for us. We've already seen of that, and we'll continue through the afternoon here. Cleveland, 25 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts out there for you. And again, sustained winds will be a little less than that. But again, you just get the picture. Very, very blustery conditions expected out there through the afternoon. Alpena to Detroit, 25 to even 30 mile an hour winds out there, and continuing into our evening out there for you. There's a look at Cleveland quickly. Wind throughout the day, but dry. Well, let's get you up to speed now on the headlines for this morning. And the National Weather Service says damage from the 2 tornadoes that killed 4 people in Mississippi. Well, those were from an EF3 in Marion County and an EF2 there in Jones County. Severe weather that spawned at least 6 tornadoes Tuesday and Wednesday. Roofs, they were ripped off buildings. Power lines, they were torn down. Jones and Marion counties, the hardest hit. We're talking about 30 customers still without power in Marion County. Meanwhile, in North Carolina, the National Weather Service confirms an EF1 tornado that hit the Castle Hayne area of New Hanover County Wednesday morning. It was only on the ground for about 2 or 3 minutes, but flying glass that injured 1 person. Storms dumped heavy rain, causing some flood damage. Oh, what a mess. Well, the day ahead for us as we take you through it, a much more tranquil situation here for our Christmas. Here we are for our morning. Clear, quiet. Cool, no doubt, but at least we are dry. I tell you, it's been just a dreary time across a lot of the South. Now we're seeing some sunshine finally out there. So the kids, you got that new bike for Christmas? I think you'll be able to get out and enjoy it. Heading into this evening, Jacksonville, Orlando, Miami, those will be some of the warmer locations. Miami, though, seeing a little bit more in the way of cloud cover. But again, we are staying away from the wet conditions. ATL, here you are, 52 degrees, looking for the sun, and that'll be the case throughout our afternoon. A welcome sight, no doubt about it. Now, Steph, back to you.
You know, holidays are really a time for giving, and when Wake Up With Al returns, we've got that.
Yes, what better way to give back than to someone in need? What people did to save others during the worst of the weather this year.
That's right, and what happened to those caught in the storm? We'll have those stories and everything you need to know after your local on the
8th. Before ISS, before Hubble, we built the most extraordinary machine. Stand nose to nose with Space Shuttle Atlantis, one of thousands of exciting things to explore at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Always exploring.
Not all toothbrushes are created equal. Oral-B toothbrushes are engineered with end-rounded bristles, so brushing doesn't scratch gums, and angled perfectly to remove 90% of plaque for a healthier smile. Trust the brand more dentists and hygienists use. Oral-B.
The holidays go high-tech with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Join us for an out-of-this-world take on the sights and sounds of the holiday season now through January 4th. Visit tourksc.com for details.
Make movie night unforgettable with tickets from Fandango.
Inbound 4 o'clock.
Experience the unbelievable true story of an American hero.
We have an Olympic athlete.
And the courage that will bring him home.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Unbroken. Rated PG-13. Now playing. Get your tickets now at fandango.com/unbroken.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy, high 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers, high 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Looks like the Garcia's got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know. It's pretty nice. Maybe he got a raise.
Good for him.
Good for her.
The expectation-shattering Buick Enclave.
During the Buick holiday event, make your best deal on an Enclave in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's nearly $9,600 on this all-wheel drive 2015 Enclave. Hurry, this offer ends January 2nd.
Ring, ring.
Progresso.
It's okay that your soup tastes like my homemade.
It's our slow-simmered vegetables and tender white meat chicken.
Apology accepted. I'm watching you, soup people.
Make it Progresso or make it yourself.
So many gifts to buy at so many stores. Too bad some cashback cards only let you earn bonus cashback at a few places. Then those categories change every few months. Sometimes it's drugstores, then it's hardware stores. Nothing says happy holidays like a shovel. Fortunately, there's the Quicksilver card from Capital One. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase every day. 'Tis the season to ask, what's in your wallet?
Welcome back, everybody. Merry Christmas. Taking a live look now at the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, an iconic symbol of the season. Tree stays up through the beginning of the new year, then taken down, milled, and turned into lumber that'll be donated to local chapters of Habitat for Humanity for building homeless shelter, and that's really special.
You know, I mean, we're going to continue on that theme of helping people in need, and this is a time of year where we highlight the selfless behavior of others.
Sometimes those actions take place during the worst of the storm. Dave Malkoff takes a look at the top 5 weather rescues of this year.
Presenting the top 5 weather rescues of 2014, starting off with number 5, Oso, Washington. 43 people died when mud and debris covered a rural neighborhood. Along with the human survivors, several dogs were trapped in the wreckage. Who could forget this pup in desperate need of a bath? Number 4, August 14th in Phoenix, right outside fire station number 57. You can see a man standing on his silver car here and jumping to the nearby engine. The man was saved, but the car was swept away in the floodwaters just seconds after his leap of faith. Number 3, a California couple on a cross-country trip got only as far as Nevada when a September flash flood swept their van away.
I said, "You can do this," and she said, "I can't, hold on," and then she was gone.
Margie Miller actually floated away from her husband only to be rescued downstream. In this number 2 clip, it's the Hawaii Coast Guard to the rescue for 67-year-old Ron Ingram. After floating for 12 days, lost at sea on a 25-foot sailboat, he was found weak, hungry, and dehydrated, but alive. And the number 1 rescue of the year's got to be the one that took place on the highest mountain on the planet. This avalanche killed 16 Sherpa guides on Mount Everest. Dozens of climbers ventured up to the disaster zone at 19,000 feet to search for victims. Helicopters landed on ledges of ice. Others hovered above, sending long lines below to attach to stretchers that would swing and twist in the wind, carrying out the injured and dead. April 18th, the deadliest day on Mount Everest, but for the survivors, the most daring rescue of the year. Dave Malkoff, The Weather Channel.
Amazing efforts by those folks. And now, whether you're taking some much needed time off at the end of the year or heading back to the office on Monday,
you're going to need your 7-day forecast for that. We're going to go back to Atlanta.
All right, so let's do it, and let's get you through it. Here's your Christmas day. Still got some wet weather here in the northeast. We'll see that start to clear out as we head through the rest of the day. Snowy problems here, though, in the Rockies. Maybe not necessarily problems. If you want to see the white Christmas, you'll find it there. Then we'll see by tomorrow a little bit of a swath of snow sneaking through the plains into the upper Midwest. Light snow, a couple of inches possible associated with that. Otherwise, we now are dry in the east for tomorrow for those who may be heading to do a little after Christmas shopping or returning, right? All right, by Saturday, we got some rain here in the Mississippi River Valley into the Ohio Valley. Heading into the upper Midwest, western lakes, there could be a little wintry weather, but by Sunday, mostly all rain now heading to the East Coast. So we'll end off the weekend on a bit of a wet note, and for many, the end of the vacation coming to an end on a wet note. Once we head on back to work on Monday out there for you, we'll notice the rain continuing across the South and Mid-Atlantic, but New England dries out, staying chilly there in Boston. And the other thing we'll notice is colder air really starts to take over. We're talking single digits for your high in Billings. Heading into Denver Tuesday, 1 degree showing up there for you. And as we get to Wednesday, Christmas Eve, could see some rain here in parts of the South. Now, Steph, back to you.
All right, kids are off from school for the holidays, but you're hearing, Mom, Dad, I'm bored. What do I do?
You do that a little too good, Roker. If you have snow on the ground or will soon, or maybe you'll be traveling to the snow, we have the best items to get the kids outside or Roker outside.
Are we there yet?
Oh, it's after your look on the 8s. Woohoo! Look on your hands.
Sir, we're going to need you on the runway.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
Shake it through. Sensitive bladder? Try new Always Discreet, a revolution in bladder leak protection from Always, the experts in feminine protection. New Always Discreet for sensitive bladders, up to 40% thinner for superior comfort. Absorbs 2 times more than you may need for dance all you want protection. No wonder more women already prefer new Always Discreet pads over Poise. New Always Discreet. Now bladder leaks can feel like no big deal because, hey, pee happens. Visit alwaysdiscreet.com for coupons and to learn more.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Don't disguise bad odors. Continuously neutralize them with Glad with Febreze.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
By 1914, the Dodge brothers quit the Ford Motor Company and set out on their own. They believed in more than the assembly line. They believed driving was a holy endeavor. 100 years later, the Dodge brothers' spirit lives on.
This week on the Weather Channel Mornings, we're tracking a major winter storm that could bring torrential rain or snow to much of the country, affecting the plans for millions of holiday travelers. Stay wet.
Make movie night unforgettable with tickets from Fandango.
If you can take it, you can make it.
He was a champion,
You fight harder than those other guys, and you win.
a soldier,
Inbound 4 o'clock.
and a survivor. Experience the unbelievable true story of an American hero
We have an Olympic athlete.
and the courage that will bring him home.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Unbroken, rated PG-13, now playing. Get your tickets now at fandango.com/unbroken.
Is there such a thing as a sure thing in business? Some say buy gold. Others say buy soybeans. I say buy Comcast Business Internet. Unlike internet providers that slow down when traffic picks up, you get speed you can rely on. It's a safe bet. Like a gold-plated soybean.
Reliably fast internet starts at $69.95 a month.
Comcast Business, built for business.
500 at Vistaprint.com.
I love my job.
Vistaprint.com.
The Weather Channel unearths the investigations, the mysteries.
Nobody was flying the plane.
Why planes crash. Mondays at 9, here on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
In today's Weather and Play, more than 50 Santas hit the slopes at Canyons Resort for the annual Santa Skis Free Day. Santa after Santa skied in a sea of red down the slopes, making for a festive sight and a whole lot of fun. Look at this guy. Now, Canyons, Utah received about 15 inches of snow in the past week. Al, Steph, we'll send it back to you.
20 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al. Merry Christmas.
And welcome back into the show. What would Christmas be without a little snow, whether it's real or if it's fake, right?
All right, well, let's find out who's got the latest snow falling. Let's head back to Atlanta.
Hey, good morning. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'll tell you, if you're a skier out west, you are going to love this forecast. Winter Storm Eris really moving through the area and producing a lot of snow across the entire Intermountain West. Places like Salt Lake City snowing right now. They'll continue to snow with as much as 5 to 8 inches. Across some of the higher elevations of the slopes here, we're going to see double-digit snowfalls. Denver, you're going to start snowing later today, and then as we get into the Friday time frame, this system lifts out into the plains where it'll produce another couple of inches of snow. Snowfall totals again in these purple areas. You're seeing over a foot of snow through the region. Salt Lake City again under a winter storm warning with 5 to 8 inches of snow. Denver as well under the warnings and advisories in this area. Probably somewhere in the range of 3 to 5 inches in Denver. Denver's going to be a real interesting setup here as you go right up into the mountains. A lot more snow as you hit some elevation there. Well, let's take a quick look here at Denver's temperatures as we go through the day. They actually rise here through the noon 1 time frame at 41 degrees, 42 degrees. But look what happens when that front drops through the area. Temperatures all the way down into the teens by tomorrow morning. It's going to be great for skiing. We'll send it back to you.
You know, this time of year, kids get tired of getting cooped up all day in the house, even though they've been opening up presents.
Kids and adults alike. Sorry, mom and dad get a little cabin fever, too. So Parents Magazine joins us with the best toys to get your little ones outside. Let's have a look. So with some cold weather must-have toys is Parents Magazine senior lifestyle editor Jessica Hartshorn. Thanks for being with us, Jessica.
Thank you so much.
The sleds have gone from, you know, wooden to trays with Al in college to now this.
Yes. The pull sled from LL Bean is for the little kid that you strap in and can glide them along. You know, they're not up to the sled hill themselves yet. But if you want to go deluxe, the Mountain Boy is your like $160 steers. It's made of wood. That is like the real deal.
Okay.
But my
it's got
kids,
that smooth stuff on the bottom. It's not like
so it's going to go fast.
The old sleds.
It's not runners.
Yeah.
The Air Thunder is actually the one my kids and I are using because it's super lightweight for going back up. You know, because every time you want to go down, you got to go back up.
Not good for steering.
No, but it's only $20 at Walmart.
Okay.
And then the Dollar General sled is like $5. It's kind of like a glorified trash can lid. It's a little saucer.
I used a piece of cardboard when I was a kid, so just FYI, that works too.
You're out in the snow, you want to make some stuff.
An igloo.
Yeah.
You use this snow sculpture kit. You can get it on Amazon from Ideal Toys and build bricks, or use the markers to like decorate your igloo or your snowman.
I didn't know you could do that, and I love these.
These are
really
from Target. Chris March's line. It's like the Super Cheater snowman face. Like you just stick that.
Oh, you just stick it on the snowman?
I would. I mean, or you can wear them yourself.
That's a good idea.
If you don't have Buddy the Elf to help you make snowballs, this is the perfect snowball.
That's also, Dollar General, $3 with snowball former, and then you can whip it. And these are the Snow Time Anytime snowballs. They're from Paper Source because maybe you live where there's no snow.
Do you want to start start that right now? Okay.
Okay.
And the walk through the snow, people don't realize how hard it is to actually walk. I mean, you could use these on your way to work if you're walking even.
Well, these are for like 4 to 8 year olds, really, and they.
Listen,
we start them young.
We start them young at the Weather Channel.
Exactly. They'll light up as they walk and make it a little more fun because sometimes if you do want to go hiking with like a 5-year-old, there's a little pushback, but these make it more entertaining. They're like $50 at REI because they're like
They need to make those in adult size too, because I would like the light up ones.
The light up cool. Heather, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And
thank you so much.
Of course, Parents Magazine on your newsstands now.
Is it really Christmas if it doesn't snow? Well, actually, yes, because in the South, you celebrate with palm trees that are, decorated.
That's right. Well, we're following the trail of Santa's sleigh coast to coast for your wake-up weather right after your local on the 8th.
Weather and Play brought to you by Audi, proud sponsor of the U.S. ski team.
Grandpa Bodie, Grandma said you used to be out of control.
Really? I guess I did take some risks. I trained a little bit differently. I was a little too honest sometimes. The media is useless.
You were out of control.
But not always.
TheraFlu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. TheraFlu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. TheraFlu, serious power.
It's not too late to get what you really wanted for the holidays. Now at the Men's Warehouse after Christmas sale, get select designer suits for $249.99. Plus, buy one, get one free on almost everything else in the store. Confidence suits you. Only at Men's Warehouse.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
When heartburn comes creeping up on you, fight back with Relief So Smooth. It's fast. Tums Smoothie starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
Come on, big boy, come on.
Wait. You have to take this back.
You ordered the Floral Fantasy?
But I only had this swatch. I never saw how it looked.
I think it's beautiful.
Oh.
At Lazy Boy, you don't have to worry how the fabrics, leathers, and options will look, because you can see it before you order it.
The year-end sale. 0% interest for 36 months.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Fact. Fast-acting Advil is designed with an ultra-thin coating and fast-absorbing Advil Ion Core technology, stopping headaches and other tough pain fast. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
When the game's on the line.
Okay, Patrick, let's go base, shark, blitz.
The NFL trusts Duracell Quantum to power their game day communication.
Abort, he's keeping it.
Duracell Quantum lasts up to 35% longer than the competition.
This holiday, give WeatherTech floor liners. They're laser measured to perfectly protect your specific vehicle. Front, back, even up the sides. Check out all of our automotive accessories at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. Complete protection, completely American-made. WeatherTech.com.
Make movie night unforgettable with tickets from Fandango.
And about 4 o'clock,
Experience the unbelievable true story of an American hero.
we have an Olympic athlete.
And the courage that will bring him home.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Unbroken. Rated PG-13. Now playing. Get your tickets now at Fandango.com/unbroken.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers, high 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Past the hour. Welcome back to Wake Up with Al. Just getting up. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
But the weather, of course, does not take a holiday off. So for more on what's happening right now, we want to go to our Atlanta headquarters.
Oh, happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to all you two guys and everyone watching this morning. Let's get you up to speed on what is happening in the top stories. I'm starting number one, our holiday troublemaker here, travel troublemaker that's been impacting us over the last few days. Still ongoing with the rain here up and down the East Coast. We'll see that come to an end later this afternoon. But Christmas travel still may be impacted because even the areas that aren't dealing with the rain, well, it's very windy, and that'll be the case throughout our afternoon, so heads up there. And then coming up at number 3, we've got our winter storm Eris, and this is bringing us some snow here into the Rockies. Casper, Salt Lake, Cedar City, all these areas. Hey, White Christmas if you're dreaming of it. There you go. Denver, though, looks like you're going to be just east of it, so sunny skies and low 40s there. Well, in New York City, yeah, it's a New York City kind of Christmas, right? Yeah, going to be a bit of a wet start this morning, but the sun, I promise you, it is on the way. Skies gradually going to clear a little later this morning, but again, very windy conditions setting up, gusts getting up over 30 miles per hour. But let's take a look at what remains of our holiday troublemaker that we have been tracking all week long. Now, we still have some flood watches in place across northern sections of New England. That's where we anticipate the rain to hang out at least the longest, so heads up in those areas there, including around Bangor in Maine. There's the rain showing up on the radar right now. There's New York City, but notice there is a bit of a back edge to this. So as that moves through, we will see things start to really dry out, but still ongoing rain. Boston spreading its way up into portions of Maine. As we zoom out the picture a bit more, you can see some of the showers that are now out of D.C. So brighter conditions expected there for you. But those winds gusting now in New York, 22 miles per hour there for you at this point. 30 mile per hour wind gusts showing up in Watertown. So that's the scenario that'll set up for the rest of the day. Very, very breezy time. All right, so let's take you through the rest of the day. The green areas, that's the precipitation showing up out there for you. We'll see that begin to move on out. So by the time we get into the 1 o'clock time frame, most areas dry, the exception far northern sections of Maine. But again, very windy. Nearly 20-mile-an-hour winds. Those are sustained winds. Gusts will be stronger than that in NYC. Back towards Cleveland, dry, but again, breezy conditions setting up for us throughout our afternoon and into the evening hours as well. So be on the lookout for wind. Hold on to the steering wheels if you're heading out there driving 2 hands. All right, let's send it out to our winter weather expert, Tom Nizzle, because we've got something interesting happening around the Great Lakes.
Yeah, Alex, and it's really not snow, but it is wind that is causing a problem right now on Lake Erie. Let's take a quick look here at our radar. And right in here, there's not much in the way of snowfall, but there are strong southwest winds moving up the lake here. Winds right now gusting to 43 at Buffalo. They gusted as high as 50 miles an hour. And when the winds blow right up the long fetch of this lake, they'll actually push the water to the east end of the lake, kind of like sloshing in a bathtub. This is a wind-driven seiche. And what it's actually done is it's caused the water level of the lake to rise nearly 7 feet here in about a 4 or 5 hour period. Now, the level is beginning to drop here. What's interesting is as the water level rises on the east end, it drops on the west end, and it dropped about 4 feet at Toledo overnight as well. Hey, we're talking about where the cold weather is. Well, it is going to return here. Let's watch how this pattern begins to develop as we get into the latter part of the year here, into the last week of December and into the beginning of the new year. You see that cold air working its way right down along the lee side of the Rockies and across the northern half of the United States. You put that cold air down there and you ride some moisture up along that. Our concern pattern this week will be coming up into next week. I mean, any systems that move along that cold air mass may produce some wintry weather. So stay tuned. I see a big change in that pattern as we get into next week. Alex, I'll send it back over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Tom. Well, 2 powerful tornadoes tore across Mississippi Tuesday, leaving almost 20 miles of damage between them. And now we're starting to hear the incredible stories of those who survived. Here's NBC's Jacob Rapscomb.
This is easily the worst day of Martha Hall's 84-year life. Not even her cane survived.
I was sitting right here.
She was about to deliver Christmas pies when her SUV took a direct hit.
Everything hitting the car and looked like I was trying to take it up off the ground and everything just rocking and shaking. I bowed down. I remember that. My head like this. And I was just saying, help us. Take care of us. Take care of us. And he did.
All 6 homes and 3 businesses on Martha's block are no more.
I was standing right over here.
Across the street, Jeff Pennington and 7 coworkers had just finished eating dinner at their Christmas party when they spotted the tornado.
There was just no time to do anything, really. It just hit the floor. Everything seemed like it was about to blow, and it literally did. The roof came off, the ceiling came out.
More than 100 homes and businesses now damaged or destroyed. The collapsing structures killing 4 adults, injuring many others, and prompting Governor Phil Bryant to declare states of emergency in 2 counties.
Our hearts go out to the families of these, particularly at this time of year.
It's not new for Mississippi, but it's new for Martha.
I don't have no plans at all. Nothing. I don't know what will go happen.
Who, despite losing everything just before Christmas, found a reason to give thanks.
Thank you, God, you spared our lives. Because ain't no way we could have made it without him to protect us.
Thankfully, they are okay. Well, let's get you up to speed on the headlines this morning. And that Christmas Eve rainmaker in the east, well, dropped a little more than an inch of rain in Delaware that caused some minor flooding in the Millsboro area, looking at Cupelo Park just off Route 24. Now, from wet to white, as in White Christmas Eve in Michigan. You can see some of the heavy snow here falling last night. This is in Greenville. They had between 1 and 3 inches come down out there, but with rising temperatures, not going to be around for too long. They'll have to enjoy it while they can here on this Christmas morning. So yeah, flakes of snow get you into the Christmas spirit, right? Well, let's get you through your day ahead here in the Midwest, and mostly looking at dry conditions out there for us across the board. Windy, that's the scenario for us. Cleveland dealing with those winds, very gusty back towards Kansas City. Clear and fair skies to start you off this early morning. And as we head through the day, we'll see some sunshine out there. St. Louis over towards Indy. Green Bay maybe hanging on to the clouds a little bit longer. Heads up late this afternoon, we could see a few flakes of snow sneak its way on into parts of the upper Midwest, including around the Twin Cities there for you. All right, so here's Minneapolis, and there we are, 34 degrees. That's your high. But again, as I mentioned, as we get into the afternoon, there could be a quick little burst of some light snow. Doesn't look like it'll amount to much here for us. Looking for just cloudy skies for the rest of the afternoon heading into the evening. Farther south, Southern Plains, Texas, we've got temperatures starting out in the 30s. So heading out this morning, bundling up. 34 degrees in Little Rock with the clear skies. Heading towards Houston, you're at 40 degrees, but the sun does come out. It'll be windy here as well as we head on through the day. San Angelo looking for temps in the 60s, but again, very breezy. Back towards Albuquerque, some clouds around with temperatures there in the upper 40s. Let's take you into Houston, mid 60s. That's what you can expect for your afternoon high. Again, really a nice looking day with those temperatures in the 60s. Well, I'll tell you, even the lemurs at Brookfield Zoo in Illinois are getting into that holiday spirit. Now, the ring-tailed animals were treated to a holiday snack by their care staff. Not sure if you'd want to eat these cookies, though. They're actually made of applesauce and primate chow. But they are topped with yogurt, frosting, and dried cranberries. Now, the animal exhibit was also decorated with a Christmas tree with ornaments, and each lemur had a personalized stocking. Al, Steph, back to you.
One of the most popular presents this time of year, the gift card. If I got you a gift card, what would you want it for?
I want it for something tech. Because,
Okay.
you know, we love tech.
Yeah.
We are the tech nerds. You want to know the hottest items to get your geek on? Coming up after the local weather on the 8s, CNET has the gadgets you want headed into 2015. Stay with us.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Generally cloudy, high 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower, low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers, high 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is Bob. Bob's on a first date, so he's not thinking about where to buy his next set of tires. But if he were, all he'd need to know is TireRack.com. He could view the complete selection of Continental tires at TireRack.com. Then he'd have the confidence to drive safely in any weather. But Bob's not thinking about tires. Bob's thinking, should I tell her about that thing in her teeth? TireRack.com. Find, deliver, install.
You fight harder than those other guys, and you win.
Keep pushing!
Come on. You are nothing. Come on, Louie. Unbroken, now playing. Rated PG-13.
Hey, guess what day it is?
Hump day!
Hump day! It's hump day!
Yeah.
Hey, Mike! Mike!
Guess what day it is? Hey, Camel! Guess what day it is?
It's not even Wednesday.
Let it go, Phil. If you're a camel, you put up with this all the time. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
Okay.
Looks like the Garcia's got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know. It's pretty nice. Maybe he got a raise.
Good for him.
Good for her.
The expectation-shattering Buick Enclave.
During the Buick Holiday Event, make your best deal on an Enclave in stock the longest and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP. That's nearly $9,600 on this all-wheel drive 2015 Enclave. Hurry, this offer ends January 2nd.
Musical chairs. Fun, right? Well, not when your travel rewards card makes it so hard to get a seat using your miles. That's their game. The flights you want are blacked out, or they ask for some ridiculous number of miles. Honestly, it's time to switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime, no blackout dates. And with every purchase, you'll earn unlimited double miles. From now on, no one's taking your seat away. What's in your wallet?
Vicks NyQuil Severe helps relieve your ugliest, nastiest, roughest, toughest cold symptoms. Vicks NyQuil Severe with maximum symptom-fighting ingredients.
Check.
Aha. No! Energizer protects your devices from damaging leaks. Guaranteed.
Did you know? Fresh Step Extreme Lightweight Litter isn't just light, it's also the best lightweight for eliminating odors. Amazing, right? For superior odor elimination, try Fresh Step Extreme. Lightweight.
At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Our little leaf that helps guide you through the past. Simply type in a name, and you're taken on a journey. A journey that crosses generations and continents, all to tell the most amazing story. Yours. Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
Ring, ring.
Progresso.
It's okay that your soup tastes like my homemade.
It's our slow-simmered vegetables and tender white meat chicken.
Apology accepted. I'm watching you, soup people.
Make it Progresso or make it yourself.
This program brought to you by Progresso Soup. It's cold outside, so warm up on the inside with a delicious bowl of Progresso Soup. Happy soup season.
Welcome back to Wake Up with Al as you look live at our nation's capital on this Christmas morning. Average temperatures for December 25th, 44 degrees. President Obama granting most federal employees not just Christmas Day off this year, but the 26th. So it's a nice long weekend with pay.
Yeah. The exception is the post office, as well as those needed for national security or other essential public need.
Well, a great need for you after opening presents this morning is what are you going to spend those gift cards on? But guess what? We got a couple ideas.
Yeah, and we have the answer for you. Sharon Profis of CNET.com joins us with some really cool gadgets that are on the market for the techie and all of us. Let's start off with this. I have absolutely no idea what that could be.
This is the Chamberlain MyQ garage door opener, but it's not your standard garage door opener. It can be controlled and viewed from your smartphone. Oh. So what's great about it is if you have guests coming over or you want to give your neighbor access to your tools, you can open and close the garage door right from your smartphone.
That's pretty neat.
It is.
Or you could do, that'd be great for like deliveries and things.
Exactly. Or if you left it open, you can just close it from
When
work.
you're friends with a UPS guy, he call you when he's like bringing a package?
No, but if you've got a package coming and you think they're going to be coming, they ring the doorbell or whatever, and you can let the garage door.
Packages get stolen all the time. There you go.
Exactly. I love this little piggy bank. What's the deal?
This is so cute. It's great for a kid or a quirky adult. It's the Porkfolio piggy bank.
Nice.
I love that name. So as you put your coins in there, it can hold up to $100 of quarters. It'll count that money with a smartphone app, so it's also smart, and as you hit your milestones, it'll give you alerts rewarding you for that.
All right, and the Belkin's always doing something great.
This is for the geekier type. This is a Belkin Wemo switch and motion sensor. So anything, first of all, anything you plug into this can be controlled from your phone. So your coffee maker can be turned on remotely, your TV, and so on. Wow. So then if you connect the motion switch to it, what you can do is set it so that, say you turn your TV on, if no one has walked in front of the TV for an hour, it'll automatically turn off.
Wow, so
energy saving
too. And the crock pot, I love this. And this also attached to your smartphone.
Exactly. So this is the crock pot with Wemo, which means that, so if you know you're going to be out and about all day and you want your food to be ready by the time you get home but not overcooked, you can put the food in here, set it from work, and it'll be perfectly ready when you get home.
That's amazing.
You just can't lose your smartphone.
No. Right.
And it can't go haywire.
There you go.
Wow. Sharon Profis from CNET.com. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Hey, you want to find out more? Check out CNET Magazine on newsstands now. All terrific ideas. Couple of things off that table may have made it under my tree today.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. Let's head back to Atlanta for your 7-day forecast.
All right, thanks so much, guys. Cool gadgets. I think everyone really liking that crock pot. All right, let's talk about the 7-day forecast. And our Christmas still left with some wet weather here in the northeast. We will start to see that begin to dry out, though, as we head on through the day. South, low 60s, Dallas, not too bad. It's snowy, though, in the Rockies. White Christmas, I'd say it's happening there. By tomorrow, we will see a little swath of snow try to sneak its way out through the plains and upper Midwest. Not looking for anything hefty, but maybe a couple of inches, can't rule it out. While things are now drier in the northeast and also here along the west coast. Pacific Northwest seeing some dry times for your Friday. All right, let's move to Saturday, getting into the weekend. And we do see some wet weather getting going here now across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley heading into the Midwest. There could be a little bit of snow to deal with here into parts of Wisconsin, but that'll quickly move east for Sunday. And at that point, we're pretty much talking mostly all rain. Mid-40s in New York and Boston, and then looking for the wet weather across the south. So we'll end off our Christmas week vacation on a bit of a wet note and a snowy note back in the Rockies. Back to work. Yeah, I know we don't want to think about it, but by Monday, we've got rain from the mid-Atlantic into the south. Looking for a little bit more snow and cold. That's one thing we'll notice next week. Very cold conditions setting up. Look at the high in Denver. 1 degree for Tuesday. 10 showing up there for you in Minneapolis. And then we'll progress into our Wednesday, of course, next Wednesday being New Year's Eve. And, well, we may be ringing it in here in places like New Orleans, maybe even Houston with a bit of wet weather. It'll be a chilly one in Dallas, so bundle up there for your New Year's Eve celebrations. 35 degrees with teens showing up in Minneapolis with the 30s in the northeast. Well, let's get you out into Boston here for your morning. Merry Christmas to you here. Starting it out, a little bit of light rain. Heads up out there. Those temperatures expected to fall as the skies dry out. Temperatures drop.
Sir, we're going to need you on the runway.
Theraflu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. Theraflu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. Theraflu, serious power.
Before I ISS. Before Hubble, we built the most extraordinary machine. Stand nose to nose with Space Shuttle Atlantis, one of thousands of exciting things to explore at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Always exploring.
This thing is getting bigger and bigger.
Mother Nature can absolutely change people. I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency.
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Cloudy skies. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This is Conley, Cameron, Zach, and Clementine.
We have a serious hairball issue.
We cleaned it up and turned around, and there it is again. It's scary. A little bit in my eye.
Underneath the kitchen table, underneath my work desk, we've got enough to knit a sweater. Zach, what is that? Oh, the Swiffer sweeper.
It's like the Swiffer dusters. It's some sort of magic cloth that sucks in all the dog hair.
It's quick and easy. Pretty amazing that I picked it all up. I would totally take on another dog.
Really?
If you've ever wondered how you're going to survive another harsh winter, or stay dry from torrential rain showers, or savor the last warm rays of sun, step inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee and wonder no more. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Well-qualified lessees can lease the 2015 Grand Cherokee Laredo for $369 a month.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade.
Do you take your eyes off the road when you get a phone call? Or when you take a turn, does your phone take a fall? Then you need the incredible Clever Grip by Bell & Howell. The new smartphone clip with a super strong grip. Clever Grip holds your phone at eye level without blocking your vision. And the 360-degree pivoting head rotates for easy viewing. Perfect for driving with GPS.
Take next left. Hello?
Or hands-free calling.
I'm using my new Clever Grip.
And the spring-loaded clamp holds everything tight. Even this heavy brick is no match for Clever Grip. And Clever Grip goes from the car to the house. Call and order your Clever Grip by Bell & Howell today for just $14.95. But wait, if you call right now, we'll give you a second Clever Grip free. Just pay separate processing. Get Clever Grip today.
To order, call 1-800-816-4763 or go to buyclevergrip.com.
Flat. Holiday shopping at NoMoreRack.com is safe, simple, and convenient. It's called NoMoreRack.com.
Ride on the most treacherous highway in the world to experience the high risk of heavy rescue. Highway Through Hell, Sundays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
53 past the hour. Wake Up with Al. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
Hopefully you're snuggling in bed, but if you're going to get out and about today, we want to show you where the weather will be happening. We're headed to Atlanta for your winter weather update.
And guys, Santa has come through for the skiers out west. This is Winter Storm Eris, and it's producing a fair amount of snow across the west right now. Let's take a look. Our computer model is going to run this through the day today. The snow's occurring in Salt Lake City right now, and up along the Wasatch are going to move eastward here. You can see this curl in the atmosphere, this spin here. That is that upper level low. Denver, you're going to light up into snowfall later this afternoon into tonight. Temperatures are going to plummet. The snow is going to continue during the day on Friday, but it's going to weaken somewhat as this system moves out to the plains, probably looking at 1 to 3 inches up in the Minneapolis area. But back across the Rockies here, double-digit snows in all of these ski areas. Into Salt Lake City itself, probably in the range of 5 to 6, 5 to 8 inches. And Denver, you're going to come into play as well. Let's take a look here at Denver again. 5 to 8 inches right in the city area. As you move up into the Rockies here, the higher elevations going back to Estes Park and those areas, probably double-digit snowfall. The temperature is going to take quite a swing here. After a high of 42 this afternoon, watch how the temperature drops overnight. By tomorrow morning, you're going to be down to 16 degrees in the Denver area, and the temperature is going to stay low as we go throughout the rest of the week and into next week. So there's your drop-off in temperature and the snowfall. And we take a look at this pattern as we get into next week. Watch that cold air work its way down from Canada right along the Rocky Mountains and into the northern half of the United States. This is quite a cold outbreak and quite a change from what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. In fact, take a look at Denver. Yes, this is not a low temperature, guys. Tuesday, your high temperature is forecast to be 1 degree above zero. You're going to be back into winter conditions. And once again, for the skiing community and winter recreationalists, this is going to be fantastic news for you. So once again, there is a computer model that shows how that snow is going to continue across the Intermountain West throughout the day today. If you're doing any travel through the area, just take your time traveling, especially going up to the ski areas, but enjoy it. Merry Christmas to all. Alex, we'll send it back over to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Tom. We appreciate it. Meanwhile, we head to the weekend. We have to look towards it, right? Because this will be a time for folks to enjoy some of those gifts that they got here for your Christmas. Well, Saturday, probably going to be doing the indoor gifts because it's going to be a bit of a wet one here in parts of the south of Memphis down to New Orleans. Chance for some storms. Raleigh, though, 60 and sunshine. And Orlando, a few sprinkles, but hey, low 80s. You want some warmth, that's where you'll find it. Sunday will roll around. Most of Florida staying quiet and dry, but now we're seeing some of that rain spreading its way through the Carolinas. Greenville, Spartanburg, up towards Raleigh now seeing some of that rain to round out your Christmas holiday week. All right, week end in the Northeast starts out pretty nice. 50 for you around New York City, 51 in Boston, a little chillier up in the Maine, the Bangor area, 39 degrees. Sunday will roll in, and now we start to see a little bit of that wet weather scooting its way up the East Coast, so be on the lookout for that. Pittsburgh, where you'll be looking at 42 degrees, a bit of a chilly rain to deal with there. And then in the Midwest, checking out a little bit of wintry weather. Madison here could see a little rain and snow. Looks like just some showers around Indy. Sunday rolls in. That activity now moves to the south and east, and we'll see some drier skies, but we'll also see some chillier numbers. 25 in Minneapolis, 30 there in Madison. Now, Steph, back to you.
Well, that does it for us here on Wake Up With Al. Thanks so much for spending part of your holiday morning with us.
A special Christmas edition of Weather Center Live is next, but we're going to be back here tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Have a great day, everybody.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Cloudy skies. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Crosby sang about it, and millions of Americans have dreamed about it. It is a white Christmas.
But instead of dashing through the snow, some of you will be dashing through the rain on this Christmas Day. It's been days since Atlanta and other places in the East have seen the sunshine. That's all I want for Christmas, maybe a few more other things, but we'll learn how soon that sunshine will make a return.
But many of you are hoping the bitter cold temperatures we saw last month won't be making a comeback anytime soon. We'll give you a peek into the future and show you how temperatures are shaping up for the first 3 months of 2015. Right here, right now on Weather Center Live.
Well, Merry Christmas and welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Jennifer Delgado.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too. I like the red.
Thank you. I like the green.
This is green, a little bit of teal, but it's green, I promise.
Green and red, little holiday colors there. But still, only 29.2% of the country now is waking up to snow on the ground on this Christmas morning.
That's pitiful.
That is actually the lowest it's been in several years.
And boy, are people missing the hallmark of Christmas. Check out this picture tweeted by the National Weather Service in Kansas City. Now, no snow on the ground there, so they made a special radar man, and you can see pretty cool. What we're going to be looking at is actually just a picture of snowfall in Kansas City. Now, in the eastern U.S., it's a wet green Christmas. Paul is tracking the rain lingering right now, and we need that rain to get out of there because Santa needs to finish delivering some gifts out there, right?
Yeah, you know, he had the Gore-Tex on, so he was shedding that rain as he was flying through with all the reindeer. Take a live look here. Boston, you got New York, you got Philadelphia, D.C. all had rain on their Christmas Eve, and many are still getting rain right now, including Boston and New York City got some rain out there, but that is going to push on out. And unfortunately, not a white Christmas, but definitely a wet Christmas here. Boston, this is it. We've had our high for the day. It happened in the last couple of hours, 58 degrees. As we head throughout the morning, the rain starts to push on out, the cold air and the cold front comes in, and our temperatures start to go down as the day wears on. Now take a look at the radar right now. We're seeing the back edge of that rain now pushing on through Philadelphia in terms of the steady rain. Steady rain also kind of pushing out through Long Island, but Boston, we're back in the rain after some hours this morning, hit and miss showers as well. But there's our cold front. Rain pushes out first, the cold front comes through, and much colder air comes through. Not cold enough for snow across the region, maybe the higher elevations, but we definitely still have some low 40s and upper 30s across parts of western PA and western New York and lake effect zones. You could definitely see some snow here back towards western New York. Otherwise, as this front comes on through, not seeing a lot of weather outside of this area, so the rest of today should be drying slowly, but also what you don't see on the map is the wind. The wind will still be howling for much of the first half of your Christmas day. So we put this forecast in motion. We push the rain out, push the cold front in, and the temperatures start to really go down. But here's the thing. Yeah, the temperatures are colder behind the front, but it's actually still not that cold for this time of the year. Temperatures will not be well below average at all. In fact, take a look at this for Boston. Our average high this time of the year is 38 degrees. So today, still well above average. Our morning low, even tomorrow, still above what our average high is, or right below our average high for this time of the year. And temperatures still stay above average with plenty of sunshine into this weekend here in Boston. Again, our average high is 38 degrees. Even by Sunday, by the time our next cold front heads this way, our temperature's still above average. But then next week, as we hit the last couple of days of 2014, Look for the temperatures return to average. That means some 30s next week. More on that coming up.
Yeah,
Jen?
big cool down on the way. Well, get this. Well, voting is still open this morning in our White Christmas poll on weather.com. Now, 5 cities, they are competing for the snowflake crown. Our Mike Bettis and winter weather expert Tom Nizzle are tracking the results this morning in the lab.
All right, good morning to you, Jen. Good morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas to you. Voting been ongoing for weeks on weather.com, and we identified 5 cities to represent online, Tom, and we're getting some expected results, you think?
Yeah, I think these are not too surprising. If you take a look at the cities we have, Chicago, Buffalo, Philly, Omaha, and Little Rock as the cities.
So Chicago and Buffalo are going back and forth there for a while, but it looks like Buffalo now, so far, is leading the pack here. It's 62% of the vote that they would receive a white Christmas this year.
Yeah, they are. And Chicago is, a little behind them. I think they're down, if I can read that right, I think they're somewhere around 24% in here.
Then on down the line, Little Rock, I think probably no surprise, only 4% of the vote. All right, so the question is, Buffalo, did we do it? Let's take a live look at Buffalo right now. Tom, it's lit up for Christmas, right? But, oh, Mother Nature did not cooperate. Buffalo going to get shut out this year for a white Christmas.
Oh, yeah, their temperatures are very mild. In fact, all they have there is wind right now. The areas that we would expect to see the historical probability of a white Christmas are not too surprising. Mainly that Intermountain West where you have the higher elevations and then up along the Canadian border.
62%, roughly 62% of the vote was for a white Christmas for Buffalo, which is somewhere in that wheelhouse, actually, about what they would expect to see for white Christmas. Roughly once every 2 to 3 years they see a white Christmas there.
Yeah, and in fact, I think 7 out of the last 10 years they've actually had a white Christmas in Buffalo. But
they're probably bummed this year, that's for sure. All right, well, let's get to it, Tom, and show them where we have a white Christmas this morning.
Yeah, and once again, you can see across the Intermountain West here and up through the northern plains, those are the areas where you have snow on the ground right now, and they're going to be getting snow from Winter Storm Eris throughout the day. And
fresh powder in the west. Wow, nothing better, right? All right, we are getting some lake effect snow, Tom, so close to Buffalo, but it's not going to happen for the city.
Yeah, just a little bit of enhancement off the lake. The real story here, of course, is winds gusting over 50. They've had some damage around there today, but it's out west where we really light up for snowfall.
The Salt Lake City area is really getting hammered. Park City is going to be a boon for skiers here. Should be terrific.
Oh, yeah, for winter recreation, here are the Wasatch right here. And this whole area is going to see double-digit snow. But it is cold enough in Salt Lake City to see the snow on the valley floors. They have a winter storm warning out now, 5 to 8 inches.
Incredibly impressive. Here's a look at your hour-by-hour forecast this Christmas Day in Salt Lake City. Notice we've got snow all the way through the evening, Tom, several inches of accumulation.
Yeah, the saving grace for travelers, temperatures hovering close to that 32-degree mark, so hopefully they'll be able to get out and get those roadways cleared without too much
Maybe
trouble.
We should have included Salt Lake City in our poll, Jen. Why didn't we think of that?
I don't know. Great minds. Come on, get it together over there, guys. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, Cleveland. A windy morning for you. Now, winds, get this, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Don't worry, kids. Santa is still going to make it there, but cloudy skies with the chance of flurries and snow showers in the forecast today. You're only going to see a high of 41 degrees. When we talk about the winds, we're already hearing reports of wind damage coming out of there, and we're talking out of the Buffalo area. So those winds have been really gusting. Earlier today, they were up to about 60 miles per hour, showing you the high wind warning out there. You can see, especially right along the lakes, you can see that wind advisory extends down towards Albany. So that is what's going on. Expect the windy conditions throughout the day. Looking at the satellite imagery, here's our area low pressure that's been bringing that rain and all that front that's going to be moving through. The low, very strong, 982 millibars. And the problem is we have this pressure difference there. And this is for allowing for those winds to get strong out there. They're going to continue as we go through the day, tonight, and even into the morning hours. Look at this. The strong wind gusts are going to be in place. Right now, our current wind showing you 29 in Buffalo with some gusts up to 39. For Boston, 14 for you. But for areas like Alpena as well as into Cleveland, still looking at some gusts in the 30-mile-per-hour winds. Now, we look at the current wind, and you can see for Rochester, 25, gusts to 43. And really, that's what's the important part, the gusts out there, and Buffalo, 39. So we'll continue to see the windy conditions out there. You're not going to get your white Christmas out there, but at least it'll still be a great day. As we move that ahead and we kind of talk more about the winds, and as we go through the day and the afternoon, it's going to continue to stay strong. Look at that, anywhere between 30 to 35 miles per hour with those wind gusts. And the same for Boston, picking up as well. Over to you, Paul.
Well, some people are spending Christmas with their families. Others are on the move, traveling back home, by airport, even by car. We'll take a look at some of the delays and the cancellations across the country. Plus, winter just started, and already we've seen some pretty incredible snow events, like this 84+ inch event that fell in Hamburg, New York.
Currently in our area, 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Cloudy skies. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Back. Heavy rains in the Northeast causing some major flooding in Delaware. This is in Millsboro, where rain caused a nearby bay to overflow, now causing a big-time mess out there. Now, they picked up more than 1 inch of rain yesterday. Well, we're going to be heading down south. How about a live look at Miami Beach? Good morning to you. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. It's going to be a cloudy Christmas for you, and we're going to be looking at the chance for some showers with the high today of only 74 degrees. You see the boats out there? They're saying, man, we want the sunshine on this Christmas day. Well, sorry, folks, no sunshine really for you. The clouds are going to be hanging tight. As we show you what's going on in the radar, you can see the rain across parts of South Florida down toward the Keys. You can see from Miami trying to exit out of there, as well as even into Key West. Now we look up towards the north and want to show you the southeastern part of the country. Really quiet on the radar there. And the same for the south central region. Notice we have a little bit of mixed precipitation all the way up towards the upper Midwest, but we want to talk about some of the travel delays out there. For Atlanta, none for Orlando. That's good news. Maybe you're one of those that likes to fly out on Christmas, save a couple extra bucks. You don't have to deal with the crowds. That's my kind of idea of good flying times. For Boston all the way down to Pittsburgh, no travel delays for you as well. Now, as we move that ahead and we talk about the roadways and Interstate 95, yeah, a lot of people are going to be traveling, say from D.C. to New York or New York to D.C. We're going to give you a live view of Interstate 95. Now, keep in mind, the bulk of the rain is out of there. You're going to still see some showers hanging into the New England part early in the morning, but for Baltimore, if you're going to be driving there, temperature's nice, 52 degrees, 54 in Elkton as we go through the morning, as well as even into the afternoon hours. We're going to continue to see the sky brightening up, and we're talking about a good-looking day out there. Temperatures are going to be running about 10 degrees above average, so nice and seasonal, and we eventually make our way up towards New Brunswick as well as into New York, and we're going to make it a nice and dry commute on the roadways. So that is some good news for you on this Christmas morning. Now we move it ahead and we talk more about parts of the Midwest. We didn't forget about you. You're going to be traveling as well. Looking at Minneapolis today, 10 degrees. A little cold out there. And then we go from Minneapolis and we take it all the way up towards 90 to 94. There's Milwaukee, Madison, sunshine in your forecast. And then we jump ahead and we look for areas like Lafayette as well as in Chicago. You're going to be nice and dry. You wanted a white Christmas, but unfortunately, it's just not going to pan out. Over to you, Paul.
Well, as the song says, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, right? We had some very notable snowstorms going on in the history books this year, including that epic lake effect snow event in western New York just last month. And as part of our year-end wrap-up, meteorologist Reynolds Wolf takes a look back at the top 5 snow events of the year.
Lots of winter in 2014, but just what stands out? And why?
We picked the top 5 events mainly because of the personality these storms had. They had to have either a regional or national scale impact or something really out of the ordinary.
Our number 5.
Coming down right now, I'd estimate around 3 inches an hour.
A lake effect 1-2 punch. We saw historic amounts of snowfall for November in the upstate New York area, as much as 7 feet from 2 rounds of lake effect.
Holy cow! Like, I can't believe how deep this snow is.
Numerous trees and some roofs gave way under the weight of the snow. And driving? It was not going to happen. Number 4, Winter Storm Leon. The deep south went into deep freeze, Leon crippling 2 major southeastern cities, Atlanta and Birmingham.
I've been here 2 hours, about an hour to get out of the parking lot, and about an hour to sit and go maybe 5 cars.
Known as Snow Jam 2014, gridlock stranded thousands of motorists for as long as 20 hours. Number 3, Winter Storm Titan. Snow, sleet, ice, rain, and flooding. Titan's impacts began on the West Coast with heavy rains in drought-stricken areas of California and the Southwest. Los Angeles, more than 4.5 inches of rain, the most the city saw since March of 2011. Titan then pummeled a good chunk of the country.
It was another day of misery here in the Midwest.
All the way to the East Coast with snow, sleet, and ice. 20 states in all were impacted. Number 2, Winter Storm Maximus. Maximus lived up to its name, impacting 33 states with ice and snow.
Too much snow, too wet. We've had enough for the year.
It had an exceptionally long track from coast to coast, with more than a foot of snow out west and up to a foot from the Central Plains to the Northeast. And our number 1 pick from 2014.
The number 1 storm I looked at was Winter Storm Hercules. This was a long-track storm that at one point affected over 60 million people.
Hercules brought Boston its biggest snow of the year, over a foot, with coastal flooding.
Guys, it is brutal here. 1 degree right now in Boston.
And that's our top 5 snow events for 2014. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf.
And speaking of snow already falling now in Michigan. And yes, more is on the way. Our Tom Nizzle is tracking a storm moving into the Great Lakes. The timing of that storm is next.
And already sick of the cold? Well, winter temperatures? Well, we are taking a look 3 months ahead and who could be seeing above average temperatures. That is coming up right after the break. And are you having a nice Christmas morning? Well, hopefully you're in bed or maybe you're out ice skating at Rockefeller.
Yeah, a little rain out there now, but cooler and windier weather on the way in for your Christmas day.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Nourished. Rescued. Protected. Given new hope. During the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru owners feel it too. Because when you take home a new Subaru, we donate $250 to helping those in need. We'll have given $50 million over 7 years. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
I love my Meta Health bars because when nutritious tastes this delicious, I don't miss the other stuff.
New Meta Health bars help promote heart health. Experience the Meta effect with our new multi-health wellness line.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's a team. Awesome is watching hit movies like Divergent here. And the biggest hit shows here.
My head's caught.
Or even here. Anywhere you want. Anytime you want. This is awesome. This is HBO on Xfinity. Get your favorite series and movies with HBO. Plus, upgrade to digital preferred TV and get over 80 additional channels. Upgrade now for $14.99 more a month for 12 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY or go online today.
Mom and Dad told us they had just made their funeral and burial pre-arrangements. We thought they already had taken care of that. When we learned it was through Beth Israel and Eternal Light, we knew everything would be handled in the most caring and professional way. We realized it would be one of the most difficult days of our lives. It inspired my husband and me to make our own pre-arrangements so the burden wouldn't fall on our children when that day comes. It's not an easy thing to think about, but I'm so glad we did.
So buckle in and get Talk to God by me, Diamo Veras, at Amazon or iTunes. Peace.
Home improvement improved with the Home Depot Project of the Week. We take you step by step through great seasonal tips and easy-to-do projects for your home and garden every Saturday morning on Weather Center Live. And for more information and inspiration for your next how-to project, go to weather.com/Home Depot.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Cloudy skies. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, check out the Winter Wonderland in Michigan. People in Greenville, in northeastern part of Grand Rapids, that's about 25 miles away from Grand Rapids, had a white Christmas Eve. They picked up anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of snow, but the rising temperatures, it's not going to make it last that much longer. The area has about a 40% chance of showers later tonight. Well, at least you got some snow out there, right? Somebody got a white Christmas. And another man who loves a white Christmas and a white day, any day with the snow, really, to talk about it. This is our man, Tom Nizzle. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Jen.
And is it going to be a white and Merry Christmas out in the west?
Well, it sure is in the west. I'll tell you, skiers were asking Santa, and they are getting their gifts today. This system, this is Winter Storm Eris.
Okay.
You can see this curl in the atmosphere right here coming across the Rockies right now, and that's producing all of the snowfall. You take a look. Now, the radar's not going to see all of the snow in the mountains because it gets blocked, but there is a lot going on now. Salt Lake City's picked up a couple of inches already, and they'll continue to do so.
And how much snow are we talking for Salt Lake?
Right down to the valley floors, 5 to 7 inches. The benches could get double digits, and that's just above the city itself, yes. And as you can see, we zoom in here. These are the Wasatch right here, the mountain range in Salt Lake sitting right here. That snow is all coming up across the Wasatch, and it's going to continue to produce, again, double-digit snows. The ski areas are going to love this.
Now, so it's not just going to be Utah, but Denver might see some snow later?
Absolutely. In fact, Denver advisories and some warnings in and around the Denver area and along the Front Range. As we go through tonight, Denver's temperatures are going to drop from the 40s down into the teens overnight. The snow will pick up, and they're going to see a few inches right in the Denver area, as well as going into the Front Range itself.
Okay.
And then as we get into Friday,
it's not done yet.
It's not done. Eris will work its way out across the northern plains. It loses some of its punch here, but another 1 to 3 inches in Minneapolis during the Friday time frame, not out of the question.
And even on Saturday, too, we could still see some of that mixed precip setting up across Missouri, too, looks like.
Yes, it's not out of the question. So, but boy, I'll tell you what, back in the west here, double-digit snows for all of the ski areas. That's going to be great. You're going to have to watch your travel in and around Denver and Salt Lake because, again, as much as 5 to 8 inches in and around the Denver area.
Boulder, they'll love that.
Up through Boulder, and that's later today and through tonight.
All right, so Friday's going to be a good day to go out there, really.
Oh, absolutely. Skiers, get those skis ready. It's going to be great. But watch this. Now, watch the time frame here. It actually gets up to 42 degrees here in Denver, but then as that cold front comes through, the temperatures just plummet overnight.
14,
they're down to
17?
15 degrees or so by tomorrow morning, and that is going to, again, for skiing, it's going to be fantastic. But you take a look here, as those temperatures drop throughout the night and into tomorrow morning, the roads are going to be slickened up, so you're going to have to be careful if you're traveling later tonight and into tomorrow.
Or if you're going out for a little madness and shopping tomorrow on Friday.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody does that.
Absolutely. You're going to have to take your time with that.
All right, be careful out there. All right, well, we want to send it back over to you, Paul.
All right, thanks, guys. Well, hey, the rain finally let up across the Atlanta area as that front moved east, but the temperatures, well, they're starting to cool down finally. In fact, we now know last November, well, that was the 4th coldest for Georgia on record, averaging a chilly 49 degrees. Temperatures today will top out in the upper 50s across much of that region. And yeah, we definitely do know that last month was frigid. This month, actually not so much. I want to bring in Mike Bettis. We're talking about the temperature outlook, and really this time last year, December 2013, a lot colder. Kind of the beginning of this long, cold winter we had.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone was like frigid.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the country was really, really cold. This year's been almost polar opposite.
And people are saying, whew, we're glad.
I think for a lot of people, especially when we're traveling, you know, this year we had great conditions as far as travel goes, just rain, not snow. But take a look at this year's December. Above average almost across the entire country. Just really the Gulf Coast was the only area where we had below average temperatures. Now, I'm sure if you're living in Florida, you're saying, what do you mean it's been warm? It hasn't been warm in Florida. And take a look at some of these cities, by the way. I love these comparisons, Paul. You know, you look from last year to this year. Look at the jump up in temperatures. Average temperatures about 9 degrees warmer in Chicago than last year, about 13 degrees warmer in Minneapolis. And how about International Falls? Check this out. We're 23 degrees warmer on average this December than last December.
But granted, November has been far colder than December, so that was definitely kind of a concern. Are we doing this again?
I guess it's a law of averages. It eventually all averages out, right? And a couple of the areas where we were warmer again this December than last December, Los Angeles, Dallas, and New York marginally, about a degree and a half. But here's a look at the January through March outlook. Oh, how things changed for you here in the East. See where all the blue is? Expecting the next 3 months to be below average. But if you want the warmer weather, you go west. This has more or less been the pattern for us. You know, early season, this was the pattern for us. We got really, really cold with big troughs that were digging out in the eastern half of the country and big ridges that were building in the west. So here's a look, though, at how we do warm up. This is the cold spot from January to March. We warm in San Francisco, Houston, Indianapolis. Like how you go from below freezing to 42 in Boston. We go up to about 39 degrees. So there's light at the end of the tunnel if you're looking forward to spring.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Jen?
Well, we're going to tell you where we're going to be looking at some snow for Christmas. But right now, hello, New York City. Your weather's getting better. Don't worry.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Sir, we're loaded and getting ready to go. We're going to need you on the runway.
Don't let a severe cold hold you back.
Sir?
Theraflu starts to get to work in your body in just 5 minutes. Theraflu breaks you free from your worst cold and flu symptoms. Theraflu, serious power.
If you're driving and you can't see clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Fact. When you take Advil, you get relief right at the site of pain, wherever it is. Advil stops pain right where it starts. Relief doesn't get any better than this. Advil.
If you've ever wondered how you're going to survive another harsh winter, or stay dry from torrential rain showers, or savor the last warm rays of sun, step inside the Jeep Grand Cherokee and wonder no more. This is the Jeep Grand Cherokee, the most awarded SUV ever. Well-qualified lessees can lease the 2015 Grand Cherokee Laredo for $369 a month.
When heartburn comes creeping up on you, fight back with relief so smooth, it's fast. Tums Smoothie starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
Currently in our area, 68 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, chance of a morning shower. Cloudy skies. High 75. Winds north at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Slight chance of a rain shower. Low 68. Friday, cloudy with occasional rain showers. High 78. Chance of rain 50%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Merry Christmas and welcome to Weather Center Live. I'm Jennifer Delgado.
And I'm Paul Goodlow. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Jen.
Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas, everyone. And many of you are now opening your gifts and celebrating as we speak. And some Mississippi tornado survivors, well, they're extra thankful on this Christmas morning for an incredible holiday miracle.
Just everything was, like I say, whenever I saw the glass bust out of the front office, that's whenever I hit the floor. And all of a sudden, I could feel the pressure was just amazing on the inside. I mean, everything seemed like it was about to blow, and it literally did. Seemed like forever, but it was probably about 2 minutes that it lasted.
And that was